In this video, we're going to learn how to set up and perform parallel compression on a drum bus using PreSonus Studio One. Parallel compression is a great technique to add more depth and punch to your drum sound while still maintaining the original dynamics. So, let's get started. The first thing we need to do is create a bus for our drums. To do this, we need to select all the drum tracks we want to include in the bus and route them to a new channel. We can do this by selecting all the drum tracks, right-clicking on one of them, and choosing Add Bus for selected channels from the drop-down menu. Next, we need to add a compressor to the bus. We want to use a compressor that has a fast attack time and a high ratio. This will allow us to capture the transients of the drums while still compressing them heavily. For this example, we will be using the stock compressor plugin in Studio One. To add the compressor, simply drag and drop it onto the bus channel. Then, adjust the attack time to around 1 millisecond and the ratio to around 6:1. Now that we have our compressor on the bus, we need to set up parallel compression. To do this, we need to duplicate the drum bus channel. We can do this by creating another bus channel by selecting Add Bus Channel. Once we have the duplicated channel, we need to rename it to something like Parallel Compression. Then, we need to add another compressor to this channel. We want to use a compressor that has a slow attack time and a lower ratio. This will allow us to capture the body of the drums while still maintaining the original dynamics. For this example, we will be using the stock compressor plugin in Studio One 6 again. To add the compressor, simply drag and drop it onto the parallel compression channel. Then, adjust the attack time to around 30 milliseconds and the ratio to around 2:1. Now that we have our compressor set up, we need to adjust the settings to achieve the desired effect. For the main drum bus channel, we want to adjust the threshold to around -10 decibels and the makeup gain to around +5 decibels. For the parallel compression channel, we want to adjust the threshold to around -20 decibels and the makeup gain to around +10 decibels. Finally, we need to adjust the volume of the parallel compression channel to blend it with the original drum sound. By setting up a send from the drum bus and sending it to the parallel compression channel, we can bring up the channel's volume until we can hear the added depth and punch, but not so much that it becomes overpowering. And there you have it. That's how you set up and perform parallel compression on a drum bus using PreSonus Studio One. Remember to experiment with different compressors and settings to find what works best for your specific mix.